We're missing one over for IF Rocketeers. Hopefully they jump in before the game.
Berg dog. There we are.
There
And
we
all
go.
6 of them ready to go as the clock starts. IF Rocketeers and Green Squadron. They're on their last life. Best of 5. They need to win 3 of the next 5 in order to move on. And we start out with Furious bringing it to the blue side. Dylan Morgan wanting to clear it out of the corner, gets pumped into midfield. But Green Leader throwing it back to the net. Opportunity there, and the follow-up is there. Just off the post. Great opportunity by the Green Squadron, coming out quite strong in the first few seconds. And there it is, immaculately ill-conceived with the first goal for Green Squadron.
There's my boy. There's my boy, Ill. Honestly, I love Ill's game here. It was just a nice pass off the wall. Ill read it perfectly. He was already waiting for it. And just put it back into the back of the net.
Yep, so far in the first 30 seconds, all green team, IF Rocketeers, now wanting to get a little bit of offense going as Major Moose clears this off the sidewall. He's going to follow up his own touch. Almost beats out Green Leader, but Bergdog's there to follow it up. Play it into the box. Double commit there, but it hit the side post. Not too threatening of a shot, and now Green is on the offensive. Able to clear up the sidewall. Try to throw it down for his teammates in the middle. Major Moose gets the clear into the corner. And Green Leader wants to try to maintain possession as they fall back onto their own half. Immaculately taking this slow, a little bit awkward there in the corner as it comes off the wall. 4 people crash
You never know
it.
how it's going to bounce in there.
You don't know. As you can see, it just pops right out to the midfield. Not a whole lot expected that, except Bird Dog, who's able to follow it up. And gives it over to immaculately ill-conceived. And now a lot of pressure starting out from the Green Squadron, but not too surprised, especially with this first goal coming out strong.
No, it's a great job over by Green Squadron. They're here to kill. They, like you said, both these teams are on their last lives. Green Squadron is saying, hey, if anyone's going home, it's not going to be us.
Exactly the mentality you need in these games. It's a loser's round. Each of these, every single game matters, and it's especially in a best of 5, you don't want to go down in the first game. Both IF Rocketeers and Green Squadron keeping it close. It's still a 1-point game. After that quick goal, we've seen just about 2 minutes. Not a whole lot of action, just kind of back and forth, but not a lot of threatening shots. As Major Moose able to control this, throw it out to the mid, no one there to follow it up. So Furious clears it down. Bergdog with a nice little touch there. Dylan Morgan taking it around too, and he's got just one more person to center it to. Can they get this on net? Immaculately conceded, a little bit awkward there. Actually, some momentum on the offense for the IF Rocketeers with that one. Green Squadron barely escape as we approach halftime. And now Furious wanting to make this into an offense of their own.
I'm actually really impressed how IF Rocketeers are playing so far. They're playing aggressive, and I think it's actually kind of surprising Green Squadron. I remember the last matchup against these two teams, or I believe it was these two teams. Green Squadron kind of took it to them. But this game has been really close. IF Rocketeers. Oh, no!
Had to do it. Had to do the curse. You know it always comes out. I jinxed them. Talking up IF Rocketeers. And then that great centered, immaculately ill-conceived. Just another heads-up play there by Green Squadron. Finally able to punch in a second right after halftime. Took them a lot longer, and that one it seemed like a bit more effort as well to score there. So the defense from IF Rocketeers coming out a little bit more than we've seen previously. But you want to start strong, and right now that's Green Squadron. All delay 0-2 as we approach 2 minutes. Definitely not impossible to come back for. But if they want to start changing momentum, the blue team's going to want to start to score here. But this pressure is just unceasing from the green team. There's another shot. Can't be saved, and Furious puts another one on the board.
Now, that was just a nice pressure over by Green Squadron. Just kept hitting it off the backboard until they had the open shot. Both of the defenders were slightly out of position, and it was just a nice placement on that ball.
Yep, you hammer it into the sidewall on the back ball enough times, you're going to be able to hammer one home. And that's going to be the third for Green Squadron. Backboard, yes.
Shoot,
I tell you, as defense, like trying to defend that, it just gets thrown right back in your face. Very hard to clear out and just get a solid one back to midfield. That's what I.
Yeah, you just run in circles. It's hard.
It is very hard. And that one, what a clear there, right on the goal line. Got popped out, not sure by who, but that was very crucial. Keep that one out of the net for the blue team, but still this pressure is mounting. IF Rocketeers offense wants to start making something happen as Major Mush pushes this up past midfield, and then Green Leader able to clear it back into their half. Seems like the pressure finally lets up just a little bit from the blue team. But as I say that, Furious pounding on top of Bird Dog, not wanting him to take it slow, but jumping on top of it. It's this speed and power from Green Squadron that might get them this win and maybe even the series match. Right now, it's in the blue corner. Once again, immaculately conceived. Center it to Green Squadron, but a great clear by Major Moose. And then following it up as well, Furious gets to it first. Dale Morgan's there in the corner to try to make a play on it. Under a minute left, and it's still 3-0. IF Rocketeers not wanting to be shut out here. Trying to get this clear. Pops up in their own net.
That's
very
an
dangerous.
unlucky pinch.
It is. And then we see Green Leader try to follow it up. A little bit weak and almost a clear, but right to immaculately ill-conceived. And there is the fourth.
Honestly, I'm very impressed you can say his name that fast. I have not been able to say his name, but just good pressure again by Green Squadron. Ill just last man back, sees an opportunity to strike without a lot of threat going the other way and takes the shot.
Yep, there's the hat trick for Ill as well. Put that on the scoreboard. Good job with the offense in that case. 4 out of 3 shots. Great possession from the green team. And now with 30 seconds left, not looking too hopeful. 4 goals in that amount of time is almost certainly impossible, although this is Rocket League. But this game is all but over, which means that Green Squadron is going to take the first win of our best of 5. And now it's kind of a reset game for IF Rocketeers. Going to want to figure some things out. But I'd say mostly get some offense going, because so far it's all been on the blue side of the field as they try to kill this in the corner in the last few seconds. Furious wanting to make one last attempt, but alas, it hits the ground right on the side, and Green Squadron take game number 1 in this best of 5.
Now, it was a great game by Green Squadron. They came out to play, and Ilb stepped up with the hat trick, 3 goals for him. Just like you said, I think IF Rocketeers, they just need to kind of forget about this game, go into the next game, and focus on getting some offense going. And even if that means making sure they're contesting more, or maybe even taking a little more risk on offense, but you're not going to win if you can't get to the other side of the field. So I really want Rocketeers, march it down. Just say, hey, we are going to march it down to their net, get a few passed off, and take our shots.
Definitely, and I noticed as well when they did get possession in their own half, which they could get. I mean, Green Squadron did give them a few opportunities, but they wouldn't take it slow, which is a great strategy a lot of the cases, because you want to maintain possession, which is very good. But with Green Squadron just grabbing that ball, just every time it's on top of your hood, trying to hit it, play it back in your half is very hard against that kind of pressure. So I think once they get the big clears and they can get a follow-up, or maybe the clear is kind of transitioning into a pass, maybe that's going to be what IF Rocketeers look forward to in the next game, or hopefully get to change as we go into the next one. But right now, Green Squadron have the momentum in their favor, and they want to keep that rolling, maybe even take the whole sweep. Right now, Green Squadron looking quite strong, but IF Rocketeers obviously have something to say about that as we get into this second match. Telling everyone to go ahead and join it.
And go.
Yep.
Go.
You could just go ahead and join it anytime you like. You don't have to wait. We're done commentating. No one wants to listen to us anyways, because they want to see this amazing Rocket League. Losers round,
sure
and we start off.
They're here for us.
They're here for, are you sure? Because if they're here for you, they want to see a picture of you, man.
No. You see, the key to good caster is leaving people in suspense. And that's just what I'm doing.
So they don't know what you look like. So they keep coming back to see maybe. To see as okay, enough of us and our amazing faces and voices, because that was a great shot. On net, cleared out though, even better save by IF Rocketeers. Again, this pressure is coming on, but the first 30 seconds comes and goes, and IF Rocketeers able to survive the onslaught and even get a great 50-50 there. So this is just right off the bat, great pressure and composure on the defense on the blue team. Looking better already in the first minute, but again, this pressure keeps building. The clear is very desperate as Dylan Morgan tries to go up for this one, gets a touch, but not the one he wanted, as Furious follows it up into the corner. A little bit mistouch from Ill, able to get more of a clear from the blue team. Green Leader throws it back into the box. And then Major Moose and Bergdog there for the clear. Immaculately conceived, always there to challenge it in the corner. Tries to take this by himself. Isn't able to put it on net. Green Squadron was waiting. Green Leader, rather, was waiting for the center, but instead tried to take it by himself, and we remain scoreless. Dangerous shot there, but a good clear by Major Moose. And now Bergtog moves on to the offense. Tries to play this one slow, maybe look for a teammate, but there's no one to pass to. So just plays it right into Ill. The follow-up by Major Moose, able to jump on top of Ill. The green leader able to clear it out, and now the offense once again from Green Squadron. Throwing it into the corner. Popped up very high. 3 people go for it, but Furious is able to win it. Bergdog getting the clear. Great read by him. Furious wanting to follow this one up, and Bergdog playing it over to the side. 2 minutes gone by, and we're still scoreless in game 2.
Well, that was a great opportunity for IFR right there. It was a nice opportunity to get a shot on net. Sadly, it was contested, but I like the intensity IF is coming into this game with. It's been on Green Squadron's half a lot more this game than last game.
Oh yeah, and I know the stream can't see the points, but saves are huge. But just being all over the field shows how many points you have. And IFR is really making a difference, especially compared to game 1. We're all the way at midfield, and we see opportunities like with this one with Major Moose in the green box, able to make some stuff happen and hopefully turn one of these into a goal. Looking like a much different team. But now all this effort's going to want to turn into something as Dylan Morgan tries to follow this one off the box. Is a few misses. I'd say a fake, too, because Green Leader able to turn that into an open net after a few whiffs for his team.
I think you're absolutely right there. I think Del Morgan thought there was someone behind him going for the shot, so he took the opportunity to fake it or go grab some boost, and Green Squadron just ended up with an open shot on that.
Yeah, those fakes are never no mistakes, always fakes, right? That's
fakes,
our
not
motto.
mistakes.
Fakes, not mistakes in TLE. So those were quite intentional and actually resulted in a goal, so we can't complain in that case. And now finally the drought is over. We're not in a scoreless stalemate. Green Squadron able to take the lead, but 2 minutes left, and now a lot more opportunities on the offense for IFR. But as I say that, Ill want to try to school one, gets it past it, but pitches it off the corner. The follow-up is there, though. Green Leader able to clean up Ill's pass. Not quite working out for him, but no matters. Gets the center, wasn't too powerful either, so well done cleaning that one up. And now 2 on the board for Green.
Just a great pass and play. I think you voiced it perfectly. They're just not letting up the pressure, and every time IFR seems to get something going, Green Squadron just comes back with that unrelenting pressure over on the offense.
Yeah, but 2 goals in the past few seconds. Seems like they finally come alive here toward the end of the game. But that bump right there almost was able to get the goal, just letting it roll in as well, which is kind of a bit awkward. But physical plays mean a lot at this level in the Dominus League. You don't see it very often, so whenever you do see it, to catch them off guard. But what a shot from Ill, popping it over the defense.
Ill just seemed the goalie ready to block his shot, and was like, oh, I'll just give him a little snowball, give him a little love taps. And Major Moose just not having enough time to get up for that.
Man, those are called lob shots, man. And whenever you put that kind of slow but arcing shot on net, those are so hard to defend. Like, it is ridiculous. Most of the time you think a direct, fast shot, then we put something like that on nets. It's very tough, and Rocketeers just weren't ready for it that time. So that's going to be 3, but almost a shot by Major Moose right off the post, and the follow-up couldn't quite be on net either. Bergdog maintaining pressure, keeping it at midfield. Let's see if one of the green teams can get up for it. Furious is able to win it, but Major Moose is there. We saw a bit of an opportunity for IFR, not quite turning into something, but this is a good hope for these later games. A minute left, and now into the green half once again. Furious able to clear it, big clear, very necessary one, and follows it up himself, tries to put a shot on net. Just a bit wide, and Major Moose is going to follow this one up, try to take it up the side wall all by himself. See if he can pass it to someone off the mid, but Ill breaks that one up. 30 seconds left, and now a shot on net. Major Moose clears it into the corner. Just a bit off, exactly where he needed to put it, though. Keep it out of his own net. Still the pressure maintains. Dylan Morgan able to that one, but once again stuffed by Green Leader. Ill coming in, not really the touch he wanted. Pops it over one of the defenders. Maintaining possession and wasting time is all the goals of Green Squadron right now, because they've got 10 seconds and a 3-goal lead. Looks like they've just about sealed game 2 as well. So we saw a little glimpse of hope for IF Rocketeers there at the end, or there at the beginning, rather. The last 2 minutes of the game seem to all be Green Squadron.
No, I think you voiced that perfectly again. I think IFR, in the beginning, they were holding strong on defense. They were getting it down the field. And then right after, I think, the second or first goal of Green Squadron started doing that unrelenting pressure. And then towards the end, they were just hitting it off the backboard, trying to waste time.
Yeah, it seemed like Green Squadron was hammering down that defense, and IF Rocketeers, they stood strong, for over half the game too. But whenever that pressure is just unceasing, it keeps coming. There's a point at which you bend but not break is your hope. But with those 3 goals in the shutout, it seems that IFR did break in that case. Not quite as bad as first game, and they definitely did have
Yeah.
some improvements. So if they can
No,
maybe
like
transfer that into game 3.
Major Moose in that game had a lot of they got quality shots on net. Now, Green Squadron was just playing great defense. I'm not getting on IFR saying they had high quality shots and we just missed them. Green Squadron just had Green Leader, I think, had a bunch of saves. He had 2 of the saves. But Major Moose, they got down into Green Squadron's half and got a shot on net twice. And if they keep doing that, they're bound to score. I'm hoping to see IFR win this next game so we can get another one. But we'll see what happens.
Oh yeah, like you said, there were opportunities a lot more, I'd say, than game 1 as well on the offensive side for IFR on the green side. But the defense was just too strong. If they can maybe transfer some of those into goals, make the shots instead of hitting the post, maybe set those shots on the post to be passes for teammates behind you, and then get some shots in. I think IFR definitely has a shot at the next one, bringing it closer and closer. Now time will only tell, as 5 minutes left is all that Green Squadron's hoping for to seal this one out in the sweep. But IFR's hope is the reverse sweep, of course, as Furious centers that one, but it gets missed by Ill. It's the slow lobbing ones, man. They're hard to defend, but they're also hard to read if you're on the offense, if you get centered.
Yeah, you're used to having them go so fast, and when they lob like that, it seems like such an easy shot, but it psychs you out so bad.
You're playing at such fast pace, these two teams, and then a slow something like that, just hard to read, you know what I mean? But as we hit the first 30 seconds, pressure is still mounting. That one might be on. The follow-up, not quite. And the clear Major Moose all the way to the side as Ill picks this one up. Tries to do some kind of an air carry. Gets a second touch, but past his teammate instead. Kind of counterproductive there, but still maintains possession. Throws it inside, and Furious wants to come off the wall for it. Instead, Bergdog beats him to it. Della Morgan, there's a shot leading all the way to the sidewall. Can they clear this one? Cleared right to Bergdog. Able to follow that one up, but doesn't have boost to get in the air. Has to stay grounded, and that means Green Leader's going to win it and push into the blue half. Ill wanting to center this one. He gets it to the center, and Green Leader pops it over one, and Major Moose, a bit of confusion on the defense, leads to a goal for Green.
Oh, that has to be hard to break for IFR. They were standing so strong, they marched down, almost got the goal, and then just a little bit lapse of maybe communication on the defensive side leads to the collision between Major Moose and I think it was Del Morgan. I'm not 100% sure, and just gets the easy goal.
Yes, bumps are necessary and quite crucial and can help you, but same team bumps are not what you want at this level, especially if you're trying to defend. That's going to result in a goal for Green, and now the lead as we approach minute-and-a-half mark. And Ill's going to try to control this, and still the ball remains in the blue half, not what IFR wants to be looking at. Green Leader throwing this back on net. It seems like every time it gets thrown in the corner, there's someone to follow it up and turn that into a center in front of the net and into the box. On the blue side, just pressure upon pressure for IFR. These clears coming in clutch, but like that, Green Leader plays it off the sidewall. Ill pops it high, not what he wanted, but Furious hopes to put this one on net off the backboard. Ill gets bumped. Green Leader follows it up, but still a clear off the backboard. Defense is holding strong for IFR, clears it to midfield. They needed that so desperately as they try an offensive now. Gets a pass to, and a mistouch on the defense needs a goal for IFR. The team is back. First goal of the match and the series, in fact. Bergdog playing it over one, and then Furious with the miscommunication. Heartbreaker, but a sigh of relief, I'd say, for the IF Rocketeers.
Yeah, tied this game up. We got just past halftime, 1-1. IFR is still in this series if they can get the next goal.
Definitely, that is a game changer if I've ever seen one, especially since that was a semi-own goal. It means that morale is going to be a lot less. Team chemistry, not as much for Green Squadron, so maybe IFR can turn that into a few more goals and a momentum shift of their own. But right now, it's the clear all the way to the blue half. Just playing some lobbing ball, not a whole lot of close combat. But Major Moose follows this one up, playing it over Ill. And wants to follow it up once again. Plays it to the mid. Is there anyone there? Yes, there is, but Green Leader is able to box out. That was a close one. Green Leader wants to try to keep this one instead of tied, get the lead at 2-minute mark. Because he said, hey, we had the lead a second ago. Now what just happened to it? Not used to staying at a stalemate. Confusion in the green box.
Oh my gosh.
No one knows where to touch it as long as they touch it away from a blue member. They figure it is a good enough touch. And now Il seems to be in charge of the ball right now, saying where it would go and when. But Furious wants to follow this one, try to center it to a teammate. Gets past one, but the clear comes in from Major Moose all the way to midfield. And there's another opportunity. Let's see if IFR can make something of it. Off the corner. Immediate clear. This defense is too strong from green. They're not going to make the same mistake twice, is what they say. Hopefully either brings it overtime, but there's a double commit. And Major Moose earns the one for himself. This ain't no goal. Just a pure great play and great challenge from Major Moose. Furious.
Major Moose sees the opening and just takes it. Says, okay, you can't give Major Moose that. I'm glad he got one. He's been playing so well this series.
He has, and it's about time one of the goals went in as well, because now the turntables, Green Squadron says, we don't know what to do. We've never been losing in this series.
No, we've never lost. We've never been down.
Yeah, they don't know what to do. IFR's like, well, we got this. We earned these. We're gonna keep it up, and now with a minute left, if they can maintain this defense like they have the rest of the game, we're looking at a game 4 and a potential reverse sweep. That's always the hope here. Got to make it interesting at TLE, especially in the losers round, because both of these teams are on their final lives. In this case, for IFR, their final match as well. So they got to come in clutch now, if ever, as they play it in the corner. Now just wanting to drain the clock and maintain possession. A bit of a miss there, but Major Moose able to follow it up and get the great 50-50, maybe even a counterattack. Il controlling this one, playing it over. Wanting to get one in the last 30 seconds, plays it past one. Is this going to be the equalizer? It will. Il puts one in and ties it up for green.
Il just with a little stutter, I think, here, got Bird Dog off his axles, off his wheels, and was just able to slide it in right underneath it.
Yeah, it seemed like Bird was looking for the aerial. Instead, he takes it right under him. That was crucial, too. Last 25 seconds. They needed that one if they wanted to seal this one out, and IF Rocketeers still not lost it yet. It's still tied up. We could be looking at it overtime. But right now, Il has something to say about that in the last 10 seconds, getting it on the blue side, wanting to center it to his teammates and close it out in regulation. Oh, with a miss there, but Green Squadron followed it up, and Burgon can't land on time. And just like that, 20 seconds, 2 goals, and the lead for Green.
Oh, that's just heartbreak for IFR. They were playing so well this match. They got their 2 goals, and Green Leader says, whoa. We are going to win this game.
They wanted the sweep. They
want it. They want it bad.
They didn't even want overtime. And there it is. Able to close it out the last 5 seconds. Coming in clutch. Cardiac Kids, Green Squadron are your round 1 champions for the losers bracket, which means we will sadly not see IF Rocketeers anymore tonight. We will see them next season if they do sign up again, but we'll have to say goodbye to them for now, as Green Squadron takes that win in a rather commanding. Well, if you saw that first game, you wouldn't think it'd be too commanding, but 3-0 sweep, able to move on into the next round. They will be meeting us later on today in the losers grand finals, and then hopefully if they can make it far enough, even in the championship grand finals. Get the bracket reset. We've always seen those in the RLCS. Hope to see it here on TLE. But GG's well played by both of these teams.
It was a great game. Well, great series. Sorry, not just a great game. Great series in between these 2 teams. IFR really, I think, to them, they really stepped up their play, especially in that last game. But throughout this whole series, it was some of the best Rocket League I had seen them play. Major Moose just grinding away, trying to get anything he could on Green Squadron. But Green Leader holding fast with his squad, and just they wanted the sweep. They didn't want overtime. They didn't want a game 4. They wanted the sweep, and just that mentality just brought them to fruition.
Yeah, they just as easily could have said, hey, 24 seconds left. That's okay. You know, we'll go into game 4 and try to seal it out because we've still got the upper hand. But instead, they come back 2 goals in 19 seconds. It's crazy. You don't see that very often, especially when you're down and you need those 2 goals. So this seems like a high caliber team that deserves to move on and maybe even be challenging for later on teams that meet them in the lower bracket. But for now, we're going to be joining Green Squadron, or Green Leader, rather, the captain of Green Squadron, in just a minute. I'm going to give him a little bit of interview and then ask him some questions about what he thought about the game and that close ending there as we transition over into the Aquadome. Let's see if we can pull him in. See,
We'll get the waiting music in here.
Get the waiting music. Like you listen to on the phone or like in an elevator.
Yeah, exactly. I wish I could be that good to be played in an elevator.
I know, right?
Just have my voice
your
coming
voice.
through the.
Yo, Green.
wait.
Oh, there he is. Wait, how do?
Oh, is he in here?
No, he's in Aquadome. So we just like go to the Aquadome. Is that what we're doing?
Do we?
I mean, I don't want to leave the stream. I want to.
Yeah, I don't want to leave the stream either.
Okay,
Usually
well,
he
we
pulls
have
him
to
up
leave.
here.
So
Oh, we
can
are
go-
leaving.
Yes, we're gonna go see Green Leader in the Aquadome. Be back in a sec.
All right.
Yo, what's up, Green Leader?
Hello, hello.
What'd you think? Okay, what'd you think? What was that?
Green
The first thing I have to ask.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, it's couldn't quite hear that. What was that? The voice is being a little weird. Hello.
Do I sound any better?
There we go.
Might be my connection.
Yeah, mine's in the red.
We're losing him. We're losing him.
Uh-oh. Green Leader, we you. It was
There
too
we go.
crazy. 2 goals in 19 seconds to get the win. What was going through your guys' head as IF Rocketeers got the lead there in the last 30 seconds and you guys were looking at going to game 4?
We were panicking a little, to be honest. We were kind of all over the place, and we just said, got to calm down and let's not take it in overtime.
Yeah,
So,
but you could have just easily just gone to game 4, just like kind of hit the
True.
reset. But
true.
you see Ill with that solo play and then that last ditch effort. You didn't even say like, oh hey, we got the tie, let's go to overtime. Like 5 seconds left, you still pushed into the offense, even in that kind of a risk of a counterattack, and then got the win. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was very interesting. I didn't even think I'd be able to get that shot. I was surprised I was able to get it past the last guy there. But we're like, we're probably going to be playing quite a bit if we do make it past them. And one of our guys is on the East Coast. We're like, we got to try and get this done as soon as possible so at least he can go to bed at a regular time. So
there
Do
was
it
the
for the
motivation.
curfew.
I was wondering there's got to be some
Yeah.
exterior motivation to get it done in
Yeah.
3. But the sweep means you're going to get done sooner, definitely.
Indeed.
So we will be seeing you guys later on in the losers finals. Ginger, do you have any questions or comments to ask Green Leader?
Just very impressive play, Green Leader. I remember, I think it was in that second game, you got 2 saves off of Major Moose. Heartbreak for him, but what were you
Yeah.
thinking when Major Moose started pushing the ball and getting some shots on net in that second game?
A little surprised. I think they definitely worked hard and they've definitely improved a lot. I mean, they are definitely at the lowest of the bracket, but I think they're definitely the team that's improved the most. And I'm excited to see kind of how they're going to grow. So it was definitely interesting to see them push up as hard as they did, and so we just had to pull it in and actually start taking them seriously. So
Well, thank you, Green Leader. and
Kudos to you.
congratulations.
Kudos to them.
yeah, definitely. I think they played a great game.
All right. Well, thank you for talking with us. I appreciate it, and we'll see you guys in a bit. Hopefully, we won't keep your buddy on the East Coast awake too much longer. Get through these
Definitely.
games.
Yeah.
We'll let you know. So I appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.